Welcome everyone to the live stream. We're here today to just go over AP Calc AB full review of the entire content. And the reason why I'm doing it is mostly because, I need to do it myself because I need this more than anyone here. I'm sorry, but I just need at least a 4, but I'll take anything that's passing. So, I just need to do a couple questions from unit 5 and 6 because I already did, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah. All right. I can't even like pause. I don't know how to pause, bro. I need to like go get something real quick. Oh, okay, let's do this one. I don't know, which one should I do? Actually, as a matter of fact, let's go to my AP classroom. Where is a unit? Okay, so unit 1, and I chose A because that's what it is. I can check the answer, right? So number 2. Let f and g be functions such that the limit as x approaches 4, g of x equals 2, and the limit as x approaches 4, f of x over g of x equals pi. What is the limit as x approaches 4 of f of x? Now that's a bit tricky, you know? I mean, like, isn't it not A? Never mind, it's not A. Then it's C. Yeah, yeah. It's because, hold up, let me try to explain it. It's because when it approaches 4, g of x equals 2, and this limit is also approaching 4. So if g of x is in the bottom, we can replace g of x with 2 because it says g of x equals 2, right? And then basically it's just what is in the top that when you divide it by 2 equals pi, right? And the only thing that works is 2 pi on the top, 2 pi divided by pi. That equals pi, right? 2 pi divided by pi equals 2 equals pi. 2 pi divided by 2. 2 pi divided by 2 equals pi. 3.14159265359. It it looks a little tricky, but it's not. Let me go here for a sec. It it looks a little tricky, but it's not. Let me go here for a sec. My crap. I just need to like share my thing to everyone I know. Right, so it will take a while. I need to share my stream to a lot of the people. Alright, so yeah, it's 2 pi. So the next one, by the way, this is only unit 1, and I'm gonna try to cover 1 through 8 because like in the AP exam, it does cover 1 through 8. F of x equals the piecewise function x over the absolute value of x for x does not equal 0, but 0 for x equals 0. So if f is the function defined above, then the limit x approaches 0, f of x is. We have to find a limit when it approaches from the left and the right. I'm not trying to no-brain this, but is it non-existent? Yeah, because look, let me read the explanation for a sec. I know it's D, but I don't really know how to explain it. So as x approaches 0 from the left, x is less than 0. This that's like this part, right? Therefore, the left-hand limit can be evaluated as follows. Limit as x approaches 0 to negative 2, x approaches 0 from the left side, f of x equals limit as x approaches 0 from the left side, x over x, absolute value of x. And you've replaced that with zeros, you get negative 1. If you approach that with a number approaching 0 from the left side, you get negative 1. And if you do the same thing with the right side, you get 1, but since negative 1 and 1 are not the same number, therefore can't exist in the function. So, question 4 out of 15, let's go with it. What in the world are we looking at here? The function f is defined for all x in the interval 4 less than x less than 6. Which of the following statements, if true, implies that the limit as x approaches 5 f of x equals 17? Trap. Come on, let me take a quick look.
What you mean?
Alright, chat, what do you guys think is the answer? Chat.
If you know the answer, type it in the chat. Let me know. Because right now, I don't know. No, I don't know. Right now, shit. I don't know, chat. Well, for certain, it can't be A or B. Because that's just not how you write it. Has to be C or D. Is it this? Oh no. These aren't it could be B, but let's check. I knew it. I told you it was D, bro. That's you guys like just never underestimate me, bro. Like I know what to do. Trust me, bro. It's the squeeze theorem, right? And that's just the correct way of how to write it, right? And if it says f of x, make sure to if it's finding 4 f of x, that means f of x has to be in between the two functions, okay? But yeah, so f of x is here. It's in between g and h, so that's why it's correct. And let's look at this one real quick. The function g is given by g of x equals 7x minus 26 over x minus 5. Function h is given by h of x 3x plus 14 over 2x plus 1. F is the function that, okay, so basically speaking, you need to have, it's the squeeze theorem again. So if you want to find the limit as x approaches 2 from f of x, you have to find what the limit is approaching g of x and what the limit is approaching from h of x, right? And it has to be in between those two numbers. So let me just put it in my head. 14 minus 26 over negative 3. Negative 3 is 4. 4 g of x. Hold up. Let me get a Google Doc actually. The answer was 4 for the last one, right? So if we have 4 and h of x plug in 2, 20 over 5 is 4. Then h of x also equals 4. If they both equal 4, it has to be b. Yeah, I told you. And the correct explanation is here that the limit x approaches 2 g of x, and you plug in 2 for the x's and you get 4, and you get the same thing for h of x. Bro, who? 2 g of x, and you plug in 2 for the x's and you get 4, and you get the same thing for h of x. My bad, I had. Let f be a function of x. The value of the limit f of x as x approaches a can be found using the squeeze theorem with the functions g and h. Which of the following could be graphs of f, g, and h? Oh, the squeeze theorem. Oh, okay. This is not, that's not it. That just doesn't, this is also not it, because it's not squeezing it. So, what, if f is in the middle, right? Okay. Should be this.
애들 저기가 데려다 주고 있어 지금. 아, 알았어요. 잘 왔다고. 내일 몇 시에 와? 저녁 때. 몇
The
시쯤?
table
출발하려고 그러는데.
above
내일 큐티 못 가겠네?
gives selected values for function f,
저녁
f based on the data in the table.
거기서 저녁
Which of the following could not be the graph of f on interval 1.9, to 2.1.
Put that on all of them. Put that shit on all of them.
You check on YouTube. Check right here. Or on YouTube channel.
Check who?
My stream is right.
Your stream? Oh shoot. How many viewers do you have? Who?
Oh. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm trying to study, man.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, YouTube channel.
Check who?
My stream.
What's good, chat?
Oh my god.
It's so delayed.
Yeah, it is a little delayed. Um, based on the data table, which of the following could not be the graph of f on the interval 1.9 x 2.1? Well, let's look at in between. So at here is what is there? There's nothing wrong. Let's say which of the following could not? Oh, okay, this is a could not. So it can't be this. It can't be either C or D. I told you it was a D. The limit correct. The data in the table suggests that the limit x approaches to f of x equals 3 function has a jump discontinuity at x equals 2 where the limit does not exist. Therefore, this could not be the graph of f. Suggests that the limit x approaches to f of x equals 3 function has a jump discontinuity at x equals 2 where the limit does not exist. Therefore, this could not be the graph of f. My bad, guys. I have to just share it with my friends. My bad, I'm getting a little distracted here, but hey, on to the next 8 piecewise function. Very classic. Let f be the piecewise function defined above, also shown in a portion of the graph of f. What is the value of limit as x approaches to f of x? So inside and outside, f of x, f of 2 is does not exist. Oh, f of 2 is actually 6, my bad. It's the black dot. And then f of 6 is, I would assume, is 1/2. I told you so. That's why I'm the GOAT, because you just have to look at the graph. You just have to look at the graph. Oh, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to just like and subscribe. Hit that share, follow button, you feel me? Um, yeah. But hey, this is not for your benefit. It's just for my benefit too. Because, yeah. Alright, let's look at the next question, number 9. The table above gives selected values for a function f. Also shown is a portion of the graph of f. The graph consists of a line segment for x is less than 3, and part of a parabola for x is greater than 33. What is the limit x approaches 3 of f of x? So when it approaches 3, right, on both sides, Is it not that? Well, if it's approaching 3, it does get to a value, but if it's no, it's 2. No, no, it's B, it's B. No, what? What? It's it's A line segment when x is less than 3 and part of the parabola for x is greater than 3. What is the limit x approaches 3 f of x? Let me read let me just read the explanation for a sec. Let me try to understand exactly what is going on over here. So,
Correct. The graph of f indicates that the limit exists at x equals 3 and has a value between 1 and 2. The linear segment in the graph of f has a slope of 1.650 minus 1.70700 over 2.95 minus 2.9. Oh, you need to do the y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You're telling me that? And then you get negative 1. What? Dude, I don't understand this. Loki, I don't understand that. I don't understand. Bro, I'm getting distracted. Alright, let's go on. Let's go move on to the next. Question number 10 out of 15. So the function, actually, hold up. Since I got that wrong, since I got that last one wrong, let's just go with my previous answer. Cause yeah, the function f is defined above. Which of the following statements is true? F of x equals a piecewise function when if does not equals 2, 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 over x minus 2. Whereas if x equals 2 is 7. F is continuous at x equals 2. We don't know that if it's continuous. We genuinely don't know. Has a removable discontinuity at x equals 2. Jump. So these two are discontinuities. And if f has a discontinuity due to a vertical asymptote at x equals 2. Okay. Honestly, I completely forgot how to figure out the discontinuities when you're given a piecewise function like this. I'm gonna go with the best guess of B. Yeah, I knew it was B, but let me see why. The limit as x approaches to f of x equals that, right? So if you plug into that, you get 5. But then f of 2 does not equals 5. So it's a removable discontinuity. Oh, so that, okay. All right. Oh crap, not another one like this. The function f has a jump discontinuity at x equals 3. Which of the following could be the graph of f? Jump discontinuity at x equals 3. So it's not A because that's just not how a jump discontinuity looks like. And it's not this because that's just a vertical asymptote. And it's not this either. So it has to be C because that's just how a jump discontinuity looks like. Because a jump discontinuity is when the two functions, they appear to be jumping off of one another, right? When it's like kind of separate, it doesn't touch each other, and it's like one's up and the one is like down, like one's on top of the other. So yeah, let's see. All right, question 12. The graph of f. The graph of function f is shown in the figure above. At what value of x does f have a removable discontinuity? Oh, okay, removable discontinuity. So let's check it. So x equals 1, that's not removable because that's the jump discontinuity. So the only one that's removable is x equals 3, right? Because look, if x equals 4, if we look at the graph, there's no discontinuity there. It's just connected, right? But if we look at 5, 5 is like that asymptote. So the only one that works is actually 3. Because the removable discontinuity is you can remove it and it can still be, it can be discontinuous if you move that specific point. But hey, let's move on to question 13. If the limit as x approaches 6, f of x exists with limit as x approaches 6, f of x is less than 5, and f of 6 equals 10. Which of the following statements must be false? Take a quick look. Let me take a quick look at this one. So if the limit as x approaches 6 from the left side equals 0, hmm, which is false. That could be true, but this, if it's approaching, well, it has to be less than 5. That could be true too. What, is this the false one? Yeah, I knew it. Because, hey, well, I did process of elimination because A and B, technically speaking, they both could be correct, right? Because like if you just look at the statements and look at the question, it does like match. But C, it could be true because technically speaking, you need to like, you know what I'm saying? But okay, D, let's look at why D is the correct one. Correct, since limit as x approaches 6, f of x is less than 5, is less than 10, and equals f of 6. It is false that the limit as x approaches 6, f of x equals f of 6, therefore f cannot be continuous at x equals 6. Alright, let's look at 14. Which of the following statements is true? Alright, so, oh, we're approaching 1, so if it's less than 1, this is the left side right here, and this is the right side. Okay, let's see if they're both continuous. If the limit approaches 1, 2 to the 1 is 2, and then 1 half minus negative 1 half. Negative 1 half plus 5 halves. Negative 1 half plus 5 halves equals 2. So it could be that. That is true. But let's just look at the rest to make sure we are sure about that. F of x is not continuous because f of 1 does not exist. This is not necessarily true. You don't need to have the specific point of f of 1, right? If it's continuous, means like both sides of the limit have to approach. So it's A. Huh? What? F of x, F is not continuous because F1 does not exist? Oh my goodness. Wow, so it's B then. Wow. That really tripped me up. Oh my God. Yeah. So unfortunately, I have to do that because technically speaking, that's what I would get on the test. But wow. Oh man, that's a tricky one. I mean, that's not even tricky at all. I just completely like forgot. I just I- all right. Well, sucks to suck. Let's move on to the next one. Which of the following functions is continuous at x equals 3? 3. So, that's not continuous. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, let's see. Because, okay, I just did it in my head for a sec, so let me just wait. X is less than 3, approaching it from the left, I believe, and then x is greater than 3 is from the right. Plug in 3, you get -8 sine pi over 2 times 3, which is sine 3 pi over 2, and sine 3 pi over 2 is, what was that? Let me, crap. Oh, was it -1? It's -1, but then there's a -8 up front, so that just equals it out to 8. Now, same thing over to this part. -8 cosine pi over 3, 3 pi, right? Cosine 3 pi. Unfortunately, that is also -1 in this case, which if you plug it back in, you get 8 also. And since x equals 3 is exists, that is also a point in the graph. Gotta submit. Part. Okay, let's wait for our score in unit MCQ part B. I what? 2 out of 3, 1 of 3. 15 out of 18. That's that's not even that bad, to be honest. 15 out of 18. That's an 83. Let's see what I got here. I got a 13 out of 15. 86. It's all right, I guess. Just those silly mistakes I had. I could have gotten a 14 or 15, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know what I'm saying? So that's just it is what it is. Can't really cry or can't really do anything about it on a test. And Unit 1 progress check MCQ C. We have to do C now. No calculator allowed, but it says you will be allowed to use calculator.
on this portion, but it says no calculator allowed. Let f be the function given by f of x equals that, on which of the following open intervals is f continuous. Guys, I would be right back. I need to go get something real quick.
Wow, that's really tricky. Oh my God.
All right, guys, I'm back. I just had to grab some food and drink some water and get a notebook and a pencil. So, I don't know. If I'm looking at this, I don't know. So I'm just gonna like take a guess and skip. So yeah, I got it wrong, but I'm treating it like a test. So yeah. Let f be the function defined above for what values of b is f continuous at x equals 2. Trap. Oh, I remember how to do it. But at the same time, I don't want to do it. What is it, A? Right? Because you have to like set it up equal to each other and you plug in 2. Or is it if f is continuous at equals 2, you don't have to check for its continuity. And you do a little bit of this and that and you solve it for and you just solve for B. Alright, chat. I think I already know unit 1. This is a calculator and I'm not trying to do all that. So how about I just do this, I just do this, I just do this. I just do this, I just do that. I just do this, that, yippee dee dee data. Yippee dee dee and a data. Submit answer. Skip through. Awaiting scoring. Hopefully I did good. I'm good at guessing though. So we'll see what I got. We'll just see what I got. We're still waiting. A refresh. Awaiting scoring. Maybe I got so bad it's taking a long time to like process the thing. It's literally just an MCQ. I don't know what takes so long for a little MCQ to get graded. It's not even an FRQ. You know what I'm saying? Just an MCQ. The Fate of Night. Dude, is it still awaiting? No! Yo! Come on. Yo, this can't be happening, bro. Dude, only a 4 out of 15? Are you kidding me right now? To be honest, I was just selling around. I was just fooling around for that. Alright. Is there unit 2? MCQ part 8? Let's get it.
Crap. Chat, let's take a break. Let's just go on Insta.
She's looking at me like it's dinner time. I know she vegan, but she want the steak. Happy birthday, حبيبي. Golden skin.
All these kids went to prom and they don't know how to act, bro. I swear, like, that's just how it is in this generation. Like, all these kids go to prom and they just start losing it. They just posted stuff on like IG and yeah. This is Alan Arjona right here. Make sure to follow that kid. So let me take a break, bro. I'm just so fried right now. What was that? What in the world was that? Oh, Neymar right here, right here. I got you. I'm open. What in the that's a that's a friend pass much. I'm out. I'ma close, rejoin the server.
Grade. 8th to 12th graders looking to get into the top US and UK universities.
I have to be QB. A quick 8-yard gain. Thought. Cause there's a cheater, bro. I don't want to play with no dog. Get that. Not playing with a cheater in the freaking lobby, bruh. What is wrong with that kid? What is genuinely wrong with that kid? I'm a rush. Get that, John. Never mind. He's rushed. Yo, he's wide open. Oh, he didn't see it. Nope. Nope. And the punt team comes out. And I'm still QB. Can you go forward? Let me be QB, bro. Yo, why was... Got it. That's a good sack. That's mine, bro. That's mine.
8's great, 9's great, 10's great, 11's great, 12's great.
Alright, guys, I'm about to end the stream. See ya.